Okay, so Confessions of a Hive Tyrant. Yeah, you've got to look at my ugly mug this close because no one wants to hold the camera. So, yeah. That you have just witnessed the worst played game ever. It was pathetic. I missed rules. I deployed badly. I
Ran up the middle?
I didn't run things right. I forgot my own rules. I had to look stuff up. I didn't know what my opponent's stuff did. Yeah, I covered deployed badly already. Thank you, Rin. This is a self-excoriation. Thank you very much.
I don't need your help.
Nobody needs to jump on.
I don't need your help.
So, oh yeah. Oh, so bad. All right, what could I have done better? If I had it to do over again, here's what I would have done. Let me get my pointy stick of doom, which fell off. Ah. Okay, first off, as you remember, I deployed everything in a big chunk here. I would have spread it out a little bit more because of the thing the guard did, which was they just lined up opposite me with the maximum amount of space. The guard shooting phase is insane. Oh, all the orders and the shooting and the re-rolling and the whole thing. I would have put the Harpy over here. The Harpy could have taken out the Vendetta. The Vendetta was a giant problem the entire game, and I had no way of dealing with it. I was not prepared. Secondly, the Doom of Molentai, I can see how it could be a one-man army, but quite frankly, I need some stuff to pop up. Maybe some Lictors or a Death Leaper. Don't those arrive Marbo style where they don't deviate? Yeah. So I think that could have helped, but they can't assault the turn they come in.
They're just like Marbo.
That is a problem. But it would have possibly saved me some of that hideous shooting. The Harpy, like I said, I should have put it out here. The Harpy should be charging something or doing some serious damage on turn 2. I love the Harpy. The Harpy is great flexibility. The other thing is I'm taking masses of termagants. No good. They don't give cover saves to the big creatures. In this case, I mean, and when they get stranded out of Synapse, they end up just sitting there because of their low leadership. I'm looking elsewhere besides termagants, which is, fortunately, I've only painted 40 of them so far. But I do think I will take 2 units of 10 and run Tervagons with that, because the Tervagon was okay, because she can produce the termagants as she's moving up. And that was the other big mistake I made, which I'd say is a general mistake overall that you can make, is not knowing your own book. The other thing is, even if somebody knows the rules really well, they can still be wrong. I'm referring to Rin. That is correct. I'm wrong sometimes. Rin is an honest and good man, but you know, you can't learn it all.
There's so many rules, you can't learn all of them.
The mistake I made was just trusting that Rin was saying it right. Know your own codex and look it up, and bring your opponent's codex too. And as you're playing, you don't need to be a big rules lawyer or anything. You can just quietly be looking up stuff while you're waiting for them to do their movement phase or whatever, and just cheerfully, you know, go about your business. Like with the Trigon, that I gotta save against that last wound, but I just assumed it was thing and, you know, and took it off dutifully. So that was a problem too. That was poor playing on my part. So there you go. But the hive mind has learned, and I will come back stronger and meaner than before. And I definitely will know who needs to be killed. Grey Knight hero with Nemesis Force weapon has to die. Because he's going to hit, he's going to wound, he's going to pass his psychic test, and he's going to blow up giant creature. So you have to kill him first. That's just all there is to that. Now I know I'm going to get a lot, if it hasn't been posted 50 times already, I'm going to get a lot of, you should have deep strike the dragon. But my argument there is, even if they come on turn 2, they're not charging till turn 3. and just running that bad boy up was a pretty good strategy because it kept the heat on. It made it so that there was like, okay, now what are you going to do? And Deep Strike has its problems. And I knew the guardsmen were going to cover a giant area. So it would be Deep Strike down turn 1 or turn 2 at best.
Also, had the Inquisitor would get the free shots at it too.
Oh, yeah, jeez. And really, Ren played well and made a good army list because he had something to counter everything. Deep Strike, he had the what?
Inquisitor and his retinue with heavy bolter sight cannons.
Yeah,
and
there's that,
mystics.
and there was something you had that made my Deep Strike rolls be -1.
Yeah, officer of the fleet.
Yeah, so the Doom of Malantai, that was a bit of bad rolling.
I thought it was an
Because
actual
the
fact.
Doom
that
needed
gives you a bonus.
4 to come in and
needed
rolled
a
a
5.
5. Something.
Or
Basically,
roll
I
a-
rolled 1 for 3 for turns 2, 3, and 4. I rolled 1 worse than I needed to. Even the turn I only needed a 2. I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Hey, see you later, stud. Thanks for staying and making it happen. All right, so, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and the Psychic Hood, that thing's got to
Yeah.
go. So next time, the Tyranid Codex is not a weak codex. It's going to be vicious. I'm going to be ready for the Guardsmen, and it's going to be a bloodbath. I think if I had another Trigon, that would have been really a... In fact, the Termagants, 60 of them times 5 points each, that was 300 points of Termagants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could have been another Trigon Prime. Of course, then I would have no troops choices.
You
Right?
just do 2 small Termagant squads. And
Yeah.
then you spawn the rest of them with, and you have 2 Turbogons. That's your
Yeah,
4
something's
troop
got to
choices
break.
right
The
there.
Raveners, I know people are going to be like, Raveners are awesome. And maybe they
But I
are.
think most people think they
But
suck.
I'm pretty disappointed. Great models, but
Well,
really they don't do that much. They can kill one thing before being killed hideously against any opponent that halfway knows what he's doing.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, it was a brutal game. I learned my lesson.
Ren here. I'm going to do a quick Imperial Guard Redux. Overall, I'm pretty happy with things. Basically, the Grey Knight hero, he was a must against, especially against like the Doom and just all the psychic powers the Tyranids have. That Psychic Hood's too useful. And just give him like a Nemesis Force weapon, great. Inquisitor unit, I've always ran those. Even like, it's just a simple, cheap, heavy bolter unit. Add on all the other extra stuff it does. Nothing but I'm pretty sure I did some stuff wrong. This is only the second time I've played Imperial Guardsmen 5th edition, so I haven't played them since 4th edition. It's a really long time. I forget some of the stuff. I'm actually pretty happy with the Griffin Heavy Mortar. They seem to be very accurate. I personally want Manticores because those things are amazing. I was actually pretty impressed with the Penal Legion squad of Camerons. They worked pretty well. I love missile launcher squads. The heavy weapon squads, those are great. I'm a very, very big fan of the veteran squad with Gunnery Sergeant Harker and 2 plasma guns, sniper rifle, and another heavy bolter team. That's great. And because they can scout too, so they can get in a good position before the game, even out of their deployment zone, which helps with your deployment, and you get this extra other cool thing where they can kind of go out and do whatever they want. I know people really don't like him, but Guardsman Marbo, he's my Hubert. I'm calling him Hubert. No, I actually like him a lot. That demo charge was very useful, and like I instant killed 2 zone throws with it. And not to mention, like, he has poison weapon wounds on 2+. That's nice too. Overall, I'm pretty happy with things, and I think it went pretty well. And that